Hey everybody, welcome back to another 10-minute Marvel video. I'm Petter, and today you can see the new thing that I was talking about here. This is not a new game. This is a couple years old at this point? But Marvel Snap. This is, however, a brand new account. So, it's taking us through how to play the game right now. And basically, this is what you'd call kind of a lane battler. Now, lane battler is an interesting term. You just want to have the higher power at two of the three locations. So, this is very much the basics of how the game works thus far. So, each card has a special ability, and you can play this on your phone. You can download it via Steam. This is the Steam version here, which is great. I have my own account on my phone, so now I get to choose which one I want to do. Let's do this one because her ability gives you more in the middle. So this is going to be a very basic kind of playthrough. Ooh, fun. Monster Island. And very basic cards that we're playing with. Toy with doom at your own peril. So, I wanted to kind of go through it this way. Let's see. Let's drop you in. Kind of want to hide what good I have. Like Captain America, Star-Lord. I need to figure out where to place these guys. Yes, he does. So if I do that, I'm going to want to drop him there. They don't have to worry about anything on this location, final turn, because even though they dropped a big guy and they have some fun stuff, Hulk gets dropped there. Now, this obviously is setting up a very clear path to victory. It gives you your 5-cost card at your 5. That's not how the game actually works. So you build decks, and right now oh, come on. Ten-minute Marvel. I'm going to go with theirs right now because, well, they're having some issues. So now, for example, I want to drop in Hawkeye. Hawkeye has an ability. You play a card after him, he gets stronger. And the game is played against people, but not just against people. You can also do it against the computer. It does a good job of filling in the computer at times for you, so you're never sitting around waiting for too much. You can see this person is slightly ahead of me. Probably can't tell too much, but they are. Let's see. Let's do that. And do I like that combo? No, let's do this and this. And you can tell because they have a card with a green border on it. But they aren't too far ahead of me because they did make what I would consider kind of a bad play there. Mr. Fantastic should always go in the middle because of Mr. Fantastic's ability. Ooh, let's see, I can do that, or I could do that. That should be... Punisher, nice. And now I can figure out, okay, I do need a play in the middle there. So I need somebody without an ability. And then we'll do Iron Man over there. I'm not going to do Hulk because I can spend multiple cards to do this. So by putting her here, that's a 5-point play. Since she doesn't have an ability. And you can tell kind of and start to figure out the strategy as you want to go. You collect rewards as well. You level up. You gain boosters and unlock new cards. So we gain boosters. We have this currency, which is basically our ability to level up people. And that then moves us up this collection track. Collection track at the beginning is going to be a lot of characters. So now your new card is great. Replace Abomination, so we can remove him from the deck and add this card to the deck. I'm going to hit maybe later. I will do it. But you get daily missions that you complete as well. And kind of some other basic stuff that you get bonuses for. So like here, we can start to unlock more characters. This is not part of the game that was originally there when I started, but I appreciate that they added it to there. So now we're searching. Quicksilver is always in your starting hand. So Wakanda. So each location too is going to have a power of some sort. We're actually going to drop her there. Okay, perfect. See, this is a nice play for me because I know they will play their next turn, which means my Star-Lord gets a bump. Now, if they had a Star-Lord as well, they know that I know. Granted, they have to assume that I'm going to play a Star-Lord. So, this location in the middle is kind of fun because you need to match the other person. And that's all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to match them. I should beat them based off of what I've played and what they've played thus far. Ooh, nice. So then, let's see. Ooh, White Tiger. Adds a tiger to a location. So now I have that location. We're tied here. It's unlikely, not impossible, but unlikely they have a bigger character than Hulk at this point to drop, which means I can put Hulk here fairly successfully. There we go. One element I haven't talked about is you'll see, like, this is me, this is them. I'm highlighted in yellow. That means I flip my cards first. I mean, we're just going to keep on locking as much as we can here. And I'm going to play for probably half an hour. Longer than normal. But there's stuff like I want to get some good unlocks going on here. And so, as you can see, they slow them down a little bit, but a lot of it too is now getting new characters. Some of them good, some of them less so. Yeah, and you can upgrade here if you want. So for example, I'll upgrade Ant-Man. And that, but now they're starting to spread these out a little bit further. Can I upgrade them again? I can. So when you upgrade from blank to 25, you get 1. When you go from green to blue, 2. Then I believe it's 4, 6, 8, and 12. And then let's see, can we upgrade still? Nope. So there we go. And I could work on creating a better deck here. I want to pull out and Misty. Let's remove Misty. We're going to bring in Ant-Man, and we're going to bring in Nightcrawler for their abilities. So we go back here and we play, and that's going to challenge us for some new things here. Just kind of new ways to tackle. Ooh. I suspect we'll fight over this side. So Arlo didn't have a card to play, but this one is really good as well. So you know what? I don't even care if I get that stone, because this is going to provide a bigger benefit for me. And see, now they're getting a 6 there. And I still might not get the stone. But I'm going to drop this one here, assuming they're going to play back here again. Yep. They did. They made a mistake. Because I get my bonus first. So that becomes a 6 card, which then becomes a 12. Now, I'm actually going to put this one here. I suspect they're just going to come back here again. Yep. So she gets her bonus first. But now, assuming they come back here, I'm going to have a huge card that they won't be able to beat. They didn't. So they set themselves up to potentially be able to beat me here. Now they have to double a card to do that. If they do... So you have to kind of do the math in your head now. I could just do that. I'm going to do that assuming they drop Hulk there this turn. Because even though Iron Man has 0 power, that's not going to double into anything. That doubles my total power. That's weird. Maybe they have... Okay, they're dropping Iron Man, so they don't have anything. That's what you call a misplay. Because they had no way to win. And this is... Arlo, I'm pretty sure, is one of the computer systems. They like to teach you the game as you go. So I'm going to keep on upgrading cards here because it's worth it. Oh yes, here we go. I'm going to start to build what you would call, what's generally called a zoo deck. So I'll show off that deck here in a second because I didn't unlock anything new over here. But a zoo deck, going back here and rename it Zoo to talk about that. It's a bunch of one-cost cards. This is actually not a great zoo deck. Let's remove that because we still have additional one-cost cards I can drop in here. Let's see. Let's remove Cyclops as well. I want to add in Quicksilver and Misty Knight. Now, this is not a great zoo deck because these are not great one-cost cards, but Khazar's Power, your one-cost cards gain one, means that all of these can bump up. So when I go here, I play my zoo deck. Ooh, now I have to decide where I want to go. I want to go in the middle here. This one's fun because it's just more bonus for you. Ooh, and we're battling over the Baxter building. Nice. So I could play a couple one-cost cards, or I could play Medusa. Medusa I want to get out there just because, yeah, Medusa's a good card for the middle. And I don't know if I'm going to have Khazar. Now this one is great because I can be like, oh, I'm going here, I'm going here. They'll probably play in the middle to take back Baxter. Yep. They assumed that I'd play in the middle to try and take back Baxter. Now I'm going to play both these cards in the middle. There's a reason why I'm doing both of them here. I expect they're going to play here. It's a fairly smart play to do so. They didn't. So they grab a card from me. I grab this. Now, I have a couple options. Nightcrawler moves, which is great. I'm not up by enough here. I could play this out and be up by enough to keep Hulk from taking it out. Or I can move Nightcrawler over there and bring Hulk in there, guaranteeing I win that center section. Now, I have to... Excellent. They drop into Iron Man, which means they're not putting anything great down there. I comfortably win again. Well, I will shortly. Because they can't beat me there. Ooh, no, I won't here. Because I was off by a turn. Because if I put this down here, that's only... it's not enough. So I think I have to try that one. But they should be able to beat... should be able to beat my 11. They weren't. Ooh. So they obviously didn't draw into the big card that they needed to win there. So now double boosters means that instead of the normal amount, you'll see as I unlock more here, we have Groot. We have characters that you can kind of start to create themes around. And the themes can be stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy, for example. They all have activating abilities. Or, obviously, right now I'm running a lot of one-cost cards because I want to leverage them. And so this is actually like a pretty solid spot for me to be running a zoo deck because I have so many one-cost cards. And now we're kind of swapping cards from the decks based off of stuff. Now let's see, I want to put that there. Let's do you there as well. I'm gonna load up this spot because remember, Nightcrawler can move still. And Squirrel Girl, we haven't actually seen her really in action at this point, but yeah, she dumps out squirrel tokens. So let's see, what are we grabbing next? Oof. I don't love this one, because if it's going to hit like Hellas, then, well, that's a bummer. And it shows you every time when you haven't seen a card before, so you can learn about that card and how it works. So now that's back to normal. It means I don't need to feel like I should fight over that as much, but I'm going to have a little fun here. I'm going to drop this in to kind of mess with them a little bit, because they're obviously going to fill stuff up, but the more they fill up this side, the better Punisher gets. Wow, that was a large misplay on their behalf, because they failed to trigger Hawkeye. So now we drop this in and watch the numbers increase nicely. And obviously I haven't pulled my Iron Man yet. I haven't pulled my Hulk yet. I don't have Abomination in this deck. So they know I'm coming over here. They also know they have no shot of winning at this location. The question is, which is better for me? Or do I do the fake out here? Because I can get up to 18 there, which I think would do the trick. So I expect... Yep. They went to the middle. Don't ask me why. Because that gave them no shot to win. But so be it. So be it. Let's see. We're getting close to when I'm going to wrap up here. Obviously, I'm still playing against computers at this point. We're adding Wolfsbane. So Wolfsbane now is going to go into the deck. We have our shop here. Now the shop has things you can pay for. I'm not going to pay for anything on this account, but you do have free stuff like grabbing your free credits that you should do. So if I go to my collection now, I'm looking at my zoo deck here. I want to get Wolfsbane in. Gamora's not super useful. She can be huge, but Wolfsbane guarantees more. So right now, let's continue. Let's go up another level or two. Strange Academy shifts everybody about. I want to do... No, let's not load up Strange Academy. It creates such randomness in the game. Randomness is not bad, but it is one of those beware. Okay, so we're going there, there. Oh, can they beat my 3? Yes, they can. Lizard is a fun card, but has a major drawback. Lizard's drawback is if your opponent has 4 cards at the location, it loses points. Sif destroys cards for you. So now I'm 1 behind. You know what? This is actually a fairly tough one for me. I'd love to have had Quicksilver out and then been able to drop Wolfsbane. But you can see they... Oh, that is a bad play on their behalf. They lose their main advantage by going over there. Now I have the upper hand and it's unlikely. Ooh, this is actually tricky because this is, I decide where this goes. Because I can't play in both of these spots. If it goes over there, I'm losing that one for sure. But I want it over there. Oh, interesting. They didn't play anything? Huh. So now I have no way to win that one. But I can drop out 13 points here. Now, they may have a bigger card. They don't. That was weird they didn't play anything last time. Again, it's a computer system. I think once you hit like level 10, which is probably where I'm going to stop for today, that's when you do more. Now, it's telling me that I can upgrade Quicksilver because I didn't do that right away. Obviously, you start to save up and upgrade cards not immediately after the match, once you are further into the game. Oof. Icebox is a real annoying card. Let's drop that in there. Because now I have to play Khazar further out than I'd want to. But, let's see, let's do that. 3 points is probably not going to be enough to start to hold that. Okay, it will be. Especially because I'm going to be triggering the ability. So let's see. Oh, I don't. We're going to move you there. Play you two down there. To try and get all the bonuses here. Okay, yeah. Again, this is a computer I'm against. So, they're not going to play kind of an ideal strategy. I'm going to drop this here. Let's see if they just continue playing on this one side. It's a little boring to play against the computers. Though, computers do get tougher as you go along. So now, let's see if I put this one here, that one there. You'll see just kind of building up the points here. I wonder if I can actually... If I pull the right card, I think I can win at every location. But I do have a tough challenge of winning a location at a lower total. I pulled the right one. Is this going to be enough? I think it will. I should win every single location here. Though, nope, I may not. But I will win over here with a 22. And they're playing cards. I mean, they didn't really have a choice. They played cards, those Guardians ones, only work if you're playing them somewhere with other people. So let's do the upgrade, just so I don't forget. I'm looking for more good one-cost cards, but we're grabbing more Guardians cards. I'm not going to build a Guardians deck yet. So everything of those gives me a bonus, which I come over here and claim bonuses like that 20 for Khazar. I now have Captain America and the Cap logo. So I go in here. It's going to tell me, hey, you can upgrade Khazar. Sweet. I can upgrade him again. Even better. And eventually, I didn't think I saw it unlocked yet, but you have the ability to upgrade additional cards. Or not additional cards, but cards additional times. And so this is basically just going to, again, they're trying to get you up to speed fairly quickly, which I appreciate, because otherwise you could just be sitting here. This is a fun card. Give 3 other cards of yours plus 2 power. So it's a little bit random, but then you start to get into this area of variance as well. So it's going to tell us we can upgrade Nightcrawler. We have Odin. Odin here is pretty solid, but a 6-drop, so you have to be smart about how you play it. Because I could put Odin in instead of Hulk, but it would mainly be to re-trigger Wolfsbane at this point in time. I would have to adjust my deck if I do that. I'm not quite sure I'm ready to do that yet, but let's play one last challenge here. Maybe 2. 2 to hit level 10, assuming I get wins. This one's interesting for the zoo deck because... Okay, excellent. I picked a different one than this one. So let's drop you in the middle. Because if I can get Khazar and get, say, 2 Khazars on there, that's pretty solid. But right now, that's very much what I'm looking for, is I'm looking to get Khazar. Ooh, they dropped a Sif there. Oh, Spectrum, they're taking out cards we haven't seen before. Let's go over there. Perfect. So they're coming in there for 7, but I'm adding 5 here, so I get the bonus. And I got my Khazar. Perfect. So, Khazar, Hawkeye. Ooh, interesting. So, I'm going to try something here. It's not a move I love. I could even play this there and be very comfortable with it. But I'm trying to win this with 10 or less, and they gave it to me, okay. So, 10 or less to unlock an ability. Bad play of Namor, but so be it. Like I said, this is teaching. I think around 10 is when they start to introduce real players, but so right now I can't upgrade. But it is worth noting. So I've gained that. I got that one. And now we get our mystery variant of a card. We got a Cyclops. You can set it as your favorite. I will. Swap it with the starting deck. Not that interested in the starting deck. But let's finish up a final match here. Ooh, Xandar. Against Kingston. That can be a great card in the right deck. However, we're going to find out as, like I said, I'm going to play this over a period of time. You're going to find out that what the right deck is often requires you to be, quite far into the game. It's not a game where I'm actually going to ignore Kiln. I hope they go for the Kiln. They didn't. Alright, now I have to decide if I actually do ignore the Kiln. I'm going to, kind of. I'm going to see what they do. Because here, I'm fairly well set on the middle. They can still catch me, but fairly well set. But there they go for Kiln. Good. What do they go with? Nightcrawler. Awesome. So they went with Nightcrawler. Which means I can bring my Nightcrawler over there. Oh, and they gave it to me. Excellent. And Domino. Domino is like Quicksilver. Always shows up on a specific turn. They got a solid Wolfsbane in there, but that's game, set, match. I mean, I'm going to drop this one here just for, it will double the amount I have there. They can't beat that. So I'm throwing down a very big number over there. Fairly big number. 34 is generally good enough to win. And they got a 20. So, comfortable sweep again. But, there we have it. We have, and I'm going to try and get this saved. So, I don't have to redo this and talk through it again. Because now we're starting to get into actual gameplay. So we have Hulk. Let's upgrade Hulk. I may drop Hulk, actually. I don't think for Mr. Fantastic, though. I almost never use Hulk in that deck. So what's a better option for me for points? Let's do Cap. So you can think about it as you build it out, kind of how you want to create your setup, how you want to figure out everything, and go from there. But there we have it. We have the first playthrough, 10 levels of, 10 levels of Marvel Snap. I'll be back again shooting for some of these things. Actually, let's do that last one right now. This is going to be Odin power. So obviously we're going to have Odin, but I'm going to pick our on reveal abilities here. I'm picking a number that makes sense to use with Odin. This doesn't, and this doesn't. It gives us barely anything more. So we're going to drop that. I'm going to add in a few cheaper cards here, just kind of help round out that curve. Don't want to go too steep with it. We have 3 3s, 2 2s. I should get another 1 in there. There. So there we go. We've created our new deck. We're not quite to this new recruitment level, or this new level on the recruitment season. So hopefully you enjoyed this content. I had fun playing the game, and I plan on doing these recordings probably once a week. Maybe more often here at the start, just to kind of show the progression of it. So be looking for these videos. But as I get going, I'm going to record, probably post one of these a week. If you enjoy this content, please give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and check out the other videos we have on the channel. A lot of them are about Marvel Comics, Marvel trading cards, news, rumors, stuff like that. And check out the 10-Minute Marvel podcast. You can find that here on YouTube. Click onto the channel, subscribe if you haven't already. We really do appreciate that. And then click on the podcast tab, or you can find it wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcasts from. But with that, we'll see you next time.